Hi Devon, this is lesson 11, comparing and ordering decimals. So we've done 2 lessons already on this. This is our last one. So the in focus task, you're going to need some materials. So you're going to need to make some digit cards with a piece of paper. Okay, so you need to make the digits 5, 9, 8 and 1. Okay, and cut them out into cards. And you need a piece of paper with a place value grid on it, showing the tens column, the ones column, the tenths column and the hundredths column, okay, with the decimal point in the middle as you see here. Okay, so you need to make some digit cards and you need to have your place value grid ready to slot those digits in. Okay, so pause the video now whilst you go and get those things. Okay, so the in focus task is asking you to make 4 different numbers using 5, 9, 8 and 1 and your place value grid. Then it asks you to arrange them in order. Okay, so first thing we need to do is create 4 different numbers using our digit cards. Okay, so I've got my digit cards here. I need to draw my place value grid. Okay, and as you make each number, make sure you write it down. Okay, so the first number I'm going to do, actually, seeing as they're right there, I've made 81.59. I'm just going to jumble them up again. 59.18. You might get some different numbers to me. 18.95, and I need one more, so I'm going to go 95.81. Okay, so I've made my 4 numbers. You pause the video now whilst you make your 4 numbers and make sure you write each of them down. Okay, now our task is to make or order our numbers from smallest to greatest. Okay, so I can get rid of my digit cards now. How am I going to order them from smallest to greatest? Well, there's one thing we can do. We can put each of our numbers onto our place value grid. Okay, so I'm going to write all of these back on. You should do the same for your numbers. Okay, and then I can rub these off down here. So I've popped them all on my place value grid. Now what am I going to do to arrange them from smallest to greatest? Remember what we said yesterday about where we look, which column we compare first. So we have to compare our tens column first, okay? And if they're the same, then we move down and we move down and we move down. But first of all, we find the smallest number in our tens column. We've got 8, 5, 1 and 9. So our smallest here is 18.95. And I'm going to put a little comma because I'm going to put them in a list. Okay, so we've got that one. The next smallest in my tens column, I've got 8, 5 and 9. The next smallest would be 59.18, comma. Then we've got 8 and 9, so 8 is smaller than 9, so it's 81.59. And last but not least, my greatest number is 95.81. Okay, so I want you to have a go at doing that for your 4 numbers. Okay, you can even then have another go at playing with somebody in your house where you each make a number and then you've got to order them. You can even order them from greatest to smallest if you wanted to, but make sure you know which way you're ordering them and don't get confused. Okay, so pause the video now whilst you have a turn at that. Right, so we are going to go on to our guided practice now. Short and sweet. So the guided practice is asking which of the following numbers is the smallest. Okay, so all you have to do in each of these rows is find which number is the smallest. Okay, pause the video now whilst you have a go at that. Okay, so for question A, we've got 12.45, 21.45, 42.54 and 4.54. Which one is the smallest? So what I would do is I would draw out my place value grid again, and I would put each of the numbers into my place value grid because it's then easier to compare. And I've got 4.54. So then which column are we looking at to compare? We are looking at the tens column. We've got 1, 2, 4, and there's nothing there. That means there's a 0. So which one of these is the smallest number? 1, 2, 4 or 0? It is 0. So our smallest number in question A is 4.54. So I'm going to do the same for question B. Put them in my place value grid. I've got 10.37, 10.29, 10.92 and 10.21. Okay, so we're looking in our tens column. They're all 1. I look in my ones column, they're all 0, so I move to my tenths column. And now I need to find the smallest number in my tenths column. We have 3, 2, 9, 2. So my smallest numbers are the 2s. Okay, so it's out of this one and this one. So I then look into my hundredths column for these two. I've got a 9 and I've got a 1. Which one is smaller? It's the 1. So in question B, the smallest number is 10.21. Okay. Question 2, arrange the numbers in increasing order. Okay, we've got 2 questions there. And then for question 3, use the digits 0, 3, 5 and 2 to make the greatest number possible. And they want you to make 2 numbers, but the difference is the decimal point is in a different place. Okay. Pause the video now whilst you give those a go, and then we'll go through the answers. Okay, so for question 2. Question 2A, we have 75.42, 57.42, 57.24 and 57.48. We want to go in increasing order, so from smallest to greatest. The smallest number here, let's have a look in our ones column. We've got 7555, so it's not that one. We've got 777 in our tens column. Then we go to our tenths, so we've got 4, 2 and 4. So 2 is the smallest, so it's 57.24. Then the next smallest out of these two, we go to our hundredths column. We've got 2 and we've got 8. So 2 is the smallest, so it's 57.42. Then it's 57.48, and the greatest is 75.42. Okay. Question B. We have 15.09, 11.12, 15.11 and 11.08. Okay, from smallest to greatest again. 1, 1, 1, 1 in our ones. Let's look at our, in our tens. Let's look at our ones. We've got 5, 1, 5, 1. So it's out of these two here. So we go to our tenths column. We've got 1 and we've got 0. So 0 is the smallest. 11.08. Then it's 11.12. Now it's out of these two. Looking in our tenths column, we've got 0 and we've got 1. 0 is smaller. So 15.09. And then lastly, 15.11 is the greatest. Okay, well done if you got those. And lastly, question 3, we've got the digits 0, 3, 5 and 2, and we need to pop them into these spaces to make the greatest possible numbers. Okay, so we know that when we compare numbers, we know the biggest from looking at the tens column first. Okay, so if we want to make the biggest number, we have to put the biggest number at the front, which is 5. Then the next biggest is 3, next biggest 2, and then 0. Okay, and that's the same wherever the decimal point is. So once again, from the biggest numbers, the biggest digits to the smallest. Okay, now it's your turn to complete worksheet 11, pages 21 and 22, which is attached to the Google Classroom. Any questions, do post on the stream. Okay, good luck.